Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's theRealKaaayle back again with some Mortal Kombat 1 content on a nice Sunday, discussion Sunday. I like to take a break from playing the game. Let's talk about the game for a little bit. Got an interesting topic. We had a nice, interesting one last weekend. If you guys missed it, the link is in the description. It's on the screen right now. Basically, I asked you guys, do you find it disrespectful if someone does a fatality to you? And it was a pretty interesting conversation. A lot of you guys basically shared my sentiment. It's not disrespectful if it's the end of the set, and it's actually a nice celebratory way to end the game. I appreciate that, guys. Some of you guys take a little bit of back to it. You guys don't really like it because it takes too long. You want to get to the next game. It's okay to feel a certain way. You're entitled to your own opinion. But I want to talk about this because I want to know, where are the Scorpion and Sub-Zero players in Mortal Kombat 1? Yo, where y'all at? Really though, where y'all at? Because Scorpion and Sub-Zero, for those of you who've been playing this game online pretty often, they are very, very rare. I don't run into Scorpion and Sub-Zero very often in Mortal Kombat 1. And that's very shocking because they're the mascots of Mortal Kombat. These are the two most famous Mortal Kombat characters, and they're just barely played currently. They were always very highly played, especially when a brand new Mortal Kombat game comes out. But I just don't really see y'all out here. MK9, Scorpion was very popular in that game. MKX, both Scorpion and Sub-Zero were popular throughout the entirety of that game. Everyone played those characters. I think everybody knew how to play either one of them. I actually did play Sub-Zero. I think Sub-Zero was like my third in that game. MK11, oh brother, you could not play Combat, especially when Combat League first came out. You couldn't play Combat League without playing Scorpion. Scorpion was so common in that game. And then towards the later end of that game's lifespan, Sub-Zero ended up being much more popular because, oh bro, those 50-50s, man. Let me tell you, they definitely helped a lot of people get that dub online. Very annoying character in MK11. But here in MK1, they're barely anywhere to be found. And it's quite shocking to say that I actually think the other ninjas are more common right now amongst players, much more popular. We got Smoke and Reptile. Smoke and Reptile, I run into Smoke and Reptile all the time, which is crazy because Reptile is not really an easy character to play in MK1 currently. I just think people just have more fun with him. He also looks really cool, so a lot of people are happy to have him back since they missed him from the last game. But they made him look really, really cool. I think people just can't help but have to try him out, given how cool he looks. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get into why I think Scorpion and Sub-Zero players are just not really on MK1 right now. I'm gonna start with Sub-Zero because currently in this state of the game, I think most people would say Sub-Zero is the worst character in Mortal Kombat 1 right now, tier list wise. And that's crazy, right? That's crazy to say that Sub-Zero is the worst character in the game currently. One of the premier Mortal Kombat characters is low tier. And it's not necessarily his stuff is bad. It's just that he's playing a little bit of a different game than other people right now. And from what I'm seeing is that they severely nerfed his damage output from the beta. From the beta and the stress tests, I'm not gonna lie, guys, he was kind of broke in the beta. He was kind of broke in OD in the beta. The Ice Clone came out very quickly. You could play very defensive, and you could play very aggressive with him with the movement. And he had a 12 frame mid in the beta, hit confirmable. You could have gotten multiple freezes in one combo. So like his combos are doing like high 30-40%, and then in the corner he was insane. With Sonya, he basically turns into a 50-50 character. Beatlessly, he's getting like 30 plus. Like, it was pretty crazy what he was doing in the beta, but they tremendously nerfed him in the full game. Basically, the combo scaling on his deep freeze, I think that his down forward 4, when you EX it, the scaling is just tremendous. Like the same combos you were doing before in the beta and the stress test, they just do significantly less damage, and they slowed down his mid. His mid is no longer 12 frames; it is now 15 frames. Now, that in a game like MK1 where there aren't so many mids, I still think having a 15 frame mid is really good. This game isn't as mid riddled like Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11, you basically every character had like a fairly decent mid in this game, and something I did notice at Combat Pack 2, they made their mids not very good. I think they were kind of just tired of everybody having this mid in a game, but that's what they changed in MK1. I think they wanted more up close fighting, more jailing, instead of everybody just relying on mids in this game. So they slowed his own down, and you feel it. You definitely feel the 3 frame difference for sure. If you played a lot of Sub-Zero in the stress test and beta, you definitely feel that difference here. And I think they changed some of his combo paths, because I think that one combo in my Sub-Zero combo video, I don't even think that combo works anymore. So I might have to update that. Just PSA. But yeah, he doesn't play the same game like everybody else, and he's just a lot worse. And I think people are noticing that. They're noticing that even though his stuff is easy to understand and easy to use, he has to work a lot harder in this game compared to other characters. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people are just not playing him right now. Also, you know, the game is still fairly new. He was around in the beta and the stress test. I think people were exploring and trying out other characters, obviously, but you know, you would still like think that Sub-Zero is going to be one of the more common characters because of, you know, he's Sub-Zero and people know how to play him. But so let's talk about Scorpion. Guys, let's talk about why Scorpion is not seen around too long in the online streets. And I think Scorpion is just a different Scorpion in this game, man. They changed his moveset completely. So no swords at all. He's all spear. And they changed the teleport. The teleport now is not a launcher unless you're in the air. The random teleports are just not a thing with Scorpion right now. It's not a thing. You don't get anything off from teleporting. His ground teleport is simply just to get in or punish someone for throwing a projectile. And you're not even getting a big punish for doing it. You're just tapping the opponent, maybe doing like, what, 5% or something? You're not doing much when you teleport right now in MK1 on the ground. And then if you EX it, it's not a starter. It's not a launcher. All the EX teleport does right now is just that you go behind the opponent and you could just follow up. That's it. There's nothing else to that. Is all spear. His spear is a meterless combo launcher, but that's basically it. His moveset is very, very limited to a lot of characters compared to a lot of characters in this game. A lot of characters in this game have a lot of moves, but Scorpion has a very, very small moveset compared to other characters, which is pretty shocking. And I think that's why Scorpion is just not appealing to, I would like to say, newcomers right now. He's not appealing to the casuals or the scrubs, because I do think you need to have a very strong neutral to make Scorpion work. He does have a meterless launcher. I believe it's 12 frames, right? The forward 3 is 12 frames, but you know, the second part is a high, so you can duck it and full combo punish him. People are catching on to that. The mid doesn't have any range, so you can't really use it in neutral like that. Scorpion is just, right now, he's just a very reactionary character. You need to have good neutral and good whiff punishing. He's all whiff punishing. His stand 2-1 is his best button, and you're going to basically be using that to death. Stand 2-1 into spear or like a cameo. That's basically what Scorpion is right now. And you really do need to use a cameo. You need to use your cameo to make him really work and apply that. That basically is going to change how the way you're going to play Scorpion. It's going to change your combo routes entirely, but you can also use the cameos to set up more situations for you to continue getting hits. And I guess the thing about Scorpion is that when he does get a hit, he does a lot of damage. He's a very high damaging character, way higher than Sub-Zero. And, you know, overall, Scorpion is played, and I've seen Scorpion used quite a bit online, but, you know, not typically for what I see in a Mortal Kombat game. Scorpion, I feel like every other match should be a Scorpion or a Sub-Zero in this game. And The most common characters I'm seeing are, I'm seeing Raiden, I'm seeing Smoke. Who else is very common? Johnny. Johnny is very common in this game right now. I'm seeing a lot more of the fan favorite characters who are just solid rather than, you know, Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I just wanted to talk about why that the case may be. So overall, I just think players are not really gravitating towards them right now because they're a bit harder to use than normal, than previous games. You know, Scorpion doesn't really have the turn your brain off strings. He can't really get away with the teleporting. I think casuals, they like doing that. They don't want to, you can't really get away with that right now. And then, you know, Sub-Zero, granted, he still has the ice slide. He still has the ice clone. His freeze doesn't really work the same way before, so you can't really spam ice ball like before. And when you do get a touch, you don't really get a lot of damage with Sub-Zero. So I think those are the reasons why a lot of people are just not playing them right now. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you play Scorpion or Sub-Zero. I know I have a buddy of mine who plays Sub-Zero, and he's sticking to it. That's one of his favorite Mortal Kombat characters. And if you are playing either of these characters, how is it going for you? How is it going for you playing this game online? Are you finding it, you know, about the same what you would normally do? Are you finding it much more difficult? Let me know where you guys are at, because I don't really be seeing y'all. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I hated, you know, dealing with Sub-Zero in MK11, and you know, it's kind of nice not to see y'all online for a bit, because y'all really made online a living hell in MK11 with that forward 2 overhead. It feels kind of weird not seeing a Sub-Zero out here, you know? It feels kind of weird. It's like, am I really playing Mortal Kombat? Of course I am. But anyways, y'all, have a great rest of your day. Sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Stay real, everybody. Have a good day, y'all. Peace.